Eccoci qui. Allora, oggi una novità che non abbiamo mai visto. Qui siamo con la super Stephanie Howell anche oggi e andremo a parlare di qualcosa che io non conosco, ovvero la gamification tramite Gamble or Guarantee. Adesso la Stephanie ci andrà a spiegare step by step in che cosa consiste e cosa dobbiamo fare con i nostri ragazzi. Please, Stephanie, tell us more.
Yeah, Gamble or Guarantee is a fun way to support your students' learning. And what you're able to do with Gamble or Guarantee is you are able to have any questions. So all you need is questions and this slide deck. And your students just need like a whiteboard. So again, sometimes I'll pull task cards. Other times I'll go into School AI. I will let Dot know what I'm teaching, and then Dot can help me create questions.
Yes.
You can have as many questions as you want. So like, for example, this has 20 rounds. So if I wanted to play 20 rounds, I would say, hey, Dot, create 20 questions for my 5th grade students to practice adding fractions with uncommon denominators.
Oh, wow.
You could also attach the standard if you wanted to.
All right, sure.
I'm going to create those questions. So first step is you need questions. Once you have your questions, you can either leave them on a task card. You could add them into the slide deck. That is kind of up to you. But what your students will do is they're going to answer the question. So after I have all of my questions right here, okay, so I've got 1/6 plus 1/8. My students will solve that on their whiteboards. Okay, you can also have a worksheet if you want them to do this. I could print this out and they could answer there. It doesn't matter. But maybe they answer on their whiteboards. Then what happens is I have a scoreboard. So typically I'll have 3 teams. You could have more teams. You could have less teams depending on how many students are in your classroom. And what these teams do is first they all answer it separately because I want them to individually practice every single question and not just one student in the group doing all the work. And so they answer those questions and then they share with their team, and then one person from their team will share the correct answer out loud. Then they have to decide. So here's where you could paste in those questions if you wanted to. They have to decide, are they going to gamble or do they want the guarantee? If they gamble, it could be negative money, positive money, no money. It could be anything, right? It's a gamble. Guarantee, they always get 1,000. So for this, if team 1 said no, they lose 4,000 points. If they said guarantee, they get 1,000. Next round, we play again. This time, they get plus 4,000 points if they would have gambled. If they guaranteed, they get 1,000. So they can kind of decide if they want to risk it or if they want to just stick with the 1,000 points. And so if they gamble, their points could go up and down, and one person is the scorekeeper for their team. And so after each round, they would write negative 4,000. This time we guaranteed, so we kept 1,000. This time we gambled and we gained 300. And then at the end, they total it up to get their score. Sometimes I like to use this if I'm teaching math and maybe I'm teaching decimals. I'll make these decimal answers. So then they're having to add decimals depending on the skill that we're working on. Sometimes I'll keep it simple where it's just like 1,000 or maybe it's tens. You can decide what this looks like, but you can kind of see here, there's all different kinds of points, negative, positive, and the gamble is what the students have to decide. Am I going to gamble it? Or do I want to get to guarantee it? You go over the answer. So then I would solve out how to solve 1/6 plus 1/8 with my class. And then after I solve it, they have to decide, did they get the points or did they not?
Yes.
So if they get it wrong, they don't get anything. But if they did get it correct, they get their points or negative points.
Yeah, but it's kind of cruel because if they gamble and they got minus 4,000, it's a little bit sad for them because they're kind of losing, even if they did it right, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So you can play positive points if you want to.
Of course.
But I like the moment of, okay, no, actually you gambled and you lost points. So you can decide maybe for that first round, I don't want to do negative 4,000, so then they never gamble. Maybe I'm like, okay, you get 400, right? It's still better than nothing, but it's less than the guarantee. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it. You can decide if you want to plus, minus, leave it the way that it is, up to you.
Of course. All right. Allora, questo è una gamification con i fiocchi. Can you please put the instruction, the part of... Yes, thank you. 3 step principali. La prima, ad esempio qui Stephanie ci ha fatto un esempio della matematica, no? Di andare a studiare le frazioni, quindi noi andiamo a rispondere alla domanda. Il secondo step è che dobbiamo decidere se vogliamo scommettere oppure se vogliamo stare. E poi una volta che abbiamo deciso però prendiamo poi quello che viene, perché se scommettiamo e perdiamo dei danari, dopodiché chiaramente virtuali, ovviamente è un po' triste, però se noi invece stiamo magari abbiamo del punteggio superiore e poi andiamo a rivedere le nostre domande e soprattutto ecco le nostre domande ma le nostre risposte per vedere se abbiamo fatto giusto. Quindi questo è una cosa particolare da cui ci possiamo fare aiutare con DOT. Can you show me the School AI space, please, Stephanie? Thank you. So, con DOT, qui noi abbiamo le istruzioni varie di come si fa a fare gamble e guarantee con le frazioni, quindi add-in fraction, quindi Stephanie ha proprio messo il suo materiale all'interno di questo spazio di School AI ed ecco che noi qui in questa maniera possiamo andare a sviluppare degli esercizi mirati per i nostri ragazzi, che sono degli esercizi chiaramente di livello base, medio avanzato, seconda di quello che noi andiamo a mettere all'interno del PDF. Quindi questa è una cosa simpatica e interessante, nello stesso tempo andiamo a usare l'elemento gamificato di gamble o guarantee e i nostri allievi si divertono tantissimo. Vabbè, io con la matematica proprio 2 mondi paralleli, ma magari farei decisamente qualcos'altro, magari che ne so, di letteratura o qualcosa di cultura generale o perché no, di educazione civica. Is there anything else you would like to add, Stephanie?
No, I think that's it. Again, it's a fun way. You can use any question, any topic to really
any topic. That's important to say because me and fraction, 2 parallel words. But if we talk about civics, history, I don't know, storytelling, I don't know. That would be another story. There will be some maybe cooler. I don't know. Me and math. No. So that's why I was saying to our Italian public, you can just split and do anything you want as long as you're happy and you make your students happy and you gamify your learning and something like that.
Easy.
Okay.
Awesome.
Ciao.
Everyone.